All right, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, it's time to react to some VTuber news. And what better way to do it than with more Kazahana? Yes, he's like the CNN of VTuber news for me anyway. For me, anyways. Apparently the Neurosama fans deserve jail. Yep, they deserve jail because they did an April Fool's Day joke. Okay, let's see what happened here, bro. Like, what happened? Type 1 in the chat if you're a member of the Swarm, so I know who to send to jail. Alright, let's see what happens here.
Okay, so it seems like it is that time again. Obviously, if you don't know when this video
that
is
time
uploaded,
again.
It's obviously April 1st. And
it's the most
April
wonderful
Fool's Day,
time of the
there tends
year,
to be
guys.
A lot of different things that goes on, especially on the internet. I think the internet is obviously one of the worst kind of things for April Fool's Day. I feel like...
Oh, God, is it that bad? The way he said that, he sounds like he got tricked just now.
No, before it probably wasn't as bad, right? In terms of like people like making
avoid the internet at all costs today and tomorrow.
Just like a friendly joke, but now obviously with things like Twitter and all of these other kind of social media apps, it tends to get a little bit crazy. Obviously, as Aphmau puts it right here, avoid the internet at all costs today and tomorrow. So I just kind of wanted to go through some of the kind of.
I barely been on Twitter this morning. Actually, I just for like 5 seconds actually to post something. What happened, guys? I mean, at this point, you should know better.
April Fool's, I guess, jokes that have been going around in terms of VTubers, and also as well some of the VTubers that have been talking about some of them and what to and what not to do on like a day like this, right?
What to do and what not to do? Why does it sound like some type of like weird VTuber PSA? You know what I mean? Like when you hear the siren, go under your desk and crouch. Like, you know what I mean? Like that kind of energy. Like we're avoiding nuke blasts or something.
And obviously you can see down here, like, Giga said, yep. Mara said, I'm going to cry,
happened?
which of course, yeah, it's been a pretty horrible
What
day
is this?
so far.
Well, why do we need to avoid the internet today? What was that face for, bro?
Already, because sometimes you get some like really like genuine posts as well, and you don't know if it's real or not, and then you have to find out the next day whether they were lying or not, or whether this was like a...
Did someone pretend to graduate? Is that, I'm pretty sure, I'm just guessing here. Either someone pretended to graduate or change their VTuber model, right? Maybe someone did something like that. They had like a weird VTuber model change. What else? They changed their voice, maybe a voice changer. I don't know.
A whole thing, especially whenever you're like a fan of a game. Again, I think it is pretty crazy.
Maybe some games put some weird DLC in their game, maybe?
Camilla saying, hey VTubers, so please make sure not to make fake graduations on April Fools. It is really not funny at all. It's getting...
Oh, come on. Am I the only one here who thinks that that's not even a big deal? Like, it's April 1st. Everyone knows it's a joke at that point. You know what I mean? Everyone's in their fifis. Oh, no. Oh, they said they were going to graduate. But they didn't. I'm so hurt. Oh. I can't believe they lied to me. Brother, stop. It's the internet. The internet lies all the time. The internet lied yesterday and no one was nearly upset about it. It's really not funny at all. It's not about whether you think it's funny. It's whether or not the person who does it thinks it's funny. That's really all that matters. Now that I think about it. That's all that matters. If I was like, you know what I mean? Let's be real here. I hate April Fool's is dumb. Look, I think April Fool's is dumb too. But I feel like people need to develop a damn sense of humor. You know what I mean? Scaring your community for shits and giggles. Scaring them. How is that scaring them? Scaring your community would be like, oh, I'm at the hospital because of a car accident. Psych, April Fools. Yeah, that's not cool. You know what I mean? Something like that. Or I can do worse examples. But, you know, or someone making some type of twit longer, exposing some creator for some really crazy stuff. And then you find out that's a lie. Oh, wait, that happens all the time anyway. Or it's true. I don't know. I'm just saying, you know, how about this? I propose we don't take the internet seriously. Like about that, like from the beginning, from the jump, baseline.
your community for shits and giggles. And yeah, obviously I do actually 100% agree with Camilla there. I do think fake graduations are a little bit meh, you know, it's not exactly the best April Fool's joke. Now, obviously,
I mean, it may not be a good joke, but I think if you're I don't think it'll be a good joke. Like, I don't think I'll be like, haha, that's so funny. I'm not saying that. But if someone feels like hurt or something from it, like, then like, whoa, you need to relax. Okay, it ain't that serious. You know what I mean? I feel like, actually, if I was a VTuber, every year on April 1st, I would say I'm graduating just for the hell of it, just to say it. Gotta go, guys. Last stream of my career. Bye. See ya. And then we just keep on going on. I'm just that way. The only reason I would do that is to desensitize my community from the nonsense the internet tries to throw at them every day. You guys need some training, okay? It's desensitivity training. So every year, April 1st, if I'm a VTuber, ever become a VTuber, every April 1st, I'm gonna be like, I'm graduating, gotta go, bye, sorry guys, leaving. I'm gonna post a picture of me at a sunset, fishing or something, I don't know. And then after the second year, you guys are gonna be like, okay, yeah, he's just joking. It's not that big of a deal. Even if he does go, you know what, he had a good run. But he's probably lying. It is April 1st after all. He's probably making something up. Right? Seriously. You know? And then you guys would be fine. Your day would literally not change. Okay? Like, I think the problem with this is that some people, they are so, like, and there's nothing wrong with being really supportive of a VTuber, okay? Don't get me wrong here. But I think people take being a fan of a VTuber so seriously that it literally ruins their day if something happens to if something happens to them that's genuinely not really that serious. You know what I mean? Like, obviously, like, I'm not saying they shouldn't be like sad or have like reminisce on the good memories and stuff like that. Like, I'm not saying like people were weird for like being sad about Gura graduating from Hololive, for example. You know what I mean? I'm not saying that. But like, who I'm talking about. I'm talking about people who are way too serious about this stuff. And that detachment from reality, I think we could pull back on it. Some of y'all need some desensitivity training, man.
We can go through some of the better ones that people have been doing, but
bro, look, under stream.
I think that fake graduation's probably not the best idea.
I make that
right?
If you make that joke every year, I would be like, let me help you pack your bags. True.
The amount of misinformation spread during this one day lasts for months, sometimes years. Saying it's almost like the most unoriginal thing ever. Like, please, let's be funny at least and not scare our communities. That I really don't understand why people think that it's funny to do that to their communities. I've seen this person before. Like, jokes like this should be funny for both sides, right? And yeah, 100% do think that is true, right? People shouldn't take it too far, but recently there was one.
So okay, as a tourist, okay, I think I've proven time and time again. What is the definition? And someone give me some examples in the chat. What is the definition of too far when it comes to the VTuber community? As an April Fool's joke, what is the definition of too far, and explain why? Okay? And explain why it is. Okay? Don't just tell me, this is it, and then walk away. All right? Because maybe I'm built a little bit different, whereas like, okay, that's like if someone said, okay, we're graduating, I know what that means now. It's like, oh, okay, I see. That's sad. Okay. Well, hopefully, I wish them the best. Maybe I'll pop into their stream for like a few minutes or something to see what's going on, but I don't recall ever really like doing that or like being so down about it. Unless I don't even remember being down about when I heard, like, I think you guys remember like some VTubers, like you guys told me about what's the girl's name? The VTuber, the Dragon VTuber from Hololive. I forget her name. We watched some videos about her, and there was some controversy with her, and then she eventually graduated, or whatever. And that's like I think I would feel like something about that, because like I don't like people being bullied, But other than that, yeah, I'm just like, yeah, man, do what you gotta do. Wish you the best of luck.
one post that came out kind of in the same community, I guess, to do with Neurosummer. And
Yo,
basically
no,
came out
Ruth,
saying,
that's an
"Holy, a
example
new
I mentioned
ARG
before.
video
Yeah,
just
100%. We're
dropped."
not,
Obviously,
like, don't
yeah,
do that.
there was a new video.
You're talking about
on the
physical safety.
channel here with 39 minutes ago saying "Heartless." And obviously, then the comments are filled with, "I hope your pillow is warm on both sides tonight."
Wait. What? Holy-ish, a new ARG video just dropped. Heartless? Is it literally... Is this... Okay, so is this it? Is this the the video for... Should we watch this? Is this the video for April Fools?
Saying "Heartless." And obviously, then the comments are filled with, "I hope your pillow is warm on both sides tonight. I hope OP loses their pillow tonight. I hope OP's back itches on a spot that they can't reach."
Wow.
Don't you think that's a bit too cruel?
Actually, there is no spot I can't reach, guys. I have long arms. So if I ever have an itch, I know I'm confident I can reach it. Right? Don't think about it too much.
Yeah, think about poor OP's well-being. So now growing your atoms and molecules to the point where they won't even qualify as a three-dimensional object anymore.
Damn.
Like, a true swimmer does not
Normalize
need to
being
neurotype
evil.
Pros. He goes by pure animal instinct.
What is
Which again
happening?
is crazy. They just got baited.
You guys are having fun with this.
Still posting all this stuff as well. Back in my day, we called it an April Fool's prank, which, yeah, obviously it is. Obviously an April.
Yeah, back in my day, we used to call it an April Fool's Day prank. We would like put a whoopee cushion under the seat, and they would sit on it, and they would go, and we would laugh at them, and that was it. That's all we did. It wasn't a big, you know what I mean? Like that's like some Bart Simpson stuff, man. But you know, and you get laughed at, of course, and you moved on. You know what I really didn't like? St. Patrick's Day. In school, people felt like they really could just run up to you and pinch you hard for not wearing green. Just thinking about it, like, just wants me to commit violence.
April Fool's Day prank, right? They're not necessarily the same thing, although it counts as
Taiwan, if you
both
agree.
in the case here. I think still posting refers to more specifically to when you try to deceive others into believing that the long-awaited thing has been released already when it has not. It was still March here where I live. April Fool's
Judge James.
A thought in my head said I literally was checking out the channel a few hours ago and you got my hopes up. Did I get baited?
Wow.
We got baited again. Said my guy, April 1st is tomorrow, and obviously they're like time zones, and that's the thing that sucks, right?
Yeah.
April Fool's technically started like last night for me because, of course, of time zones, people had already begun.
I see. Okay, that makes sense. So some people would get tricked because they're in a different time zone, and it's like the last day of March. Okay, so they got ultra jammed, bro. They got jammed from the future. That's crazy, dude.
Right? So again, I thought it was pretty crazy. And then obviously, yeah, we can continue to some other ones as well, including
overall
Aurora,
seems like Swarm's having a good time.
Essentially announced that she would be doing her entire stream in Italian instead.
What's wrong with that?
It's crazy. And obviously, yeah, this is part of.
Is this the April Fool's joke for her? Oh, that's mild. Please tell me. Please, who is this? Raora Panthera. Was she like a panther? She's like a Thundercat or something? From Hololive, okay. Dude. They are just... The VTubers from Hololive are like just all over the world, huh? That's kind of neat. That's kind of cool, man. I knew it was English and Japanese mostly, but I didn't know much outside of that, to be honest. So, I think one of them is German, I think. I think she's German. She kind of has a little bit of that accent. Or maybe it's like something similar to it. I don't know. But yeah, I think that's pretty cool if she just did a stream in her native language one time. Although, would you have to like put like subtitles at the bottom? You know what would be really funny? If she did it in Italian, but the subtitles were all wrong at the bottom. Because aren't you able to like have a text-to-speech function on your stream where you say something and at the bottom it just repeats it for you in text form, obviously? What if she did that, but the text was completely wrong to what she was saying? It'd be so hilarious.
April Fool's prank as well.
That would be clever.
She can speak both, so you know she's not doing an English stream because she said sorry.
How tall is
my
James?
head, I forgot
6'2".
English, so we'll be in Italian today. Sorry for the inconvenience. Obviously, this was auto-translated by Twitter. So this was the original one where she was just speaking in Italian, which I think is crazy, right? But I think that is obviously quite funny. You say it'll be super weird, but I can't wait. Yes, I can't wait.
Wait, are you a red flag or a green flag? What? I'm both? Huh?
Live in Italian or English. So live in Italian and English. I don't care as long as they have fun with you. Which obviously, yeah, some people don't really care anyways. But yeah, a lot of people have been joking about that one too, and I definitely do think this is the more better way, right?
I think it's such a cool advantage for a VTuber to be bilingual or trilingual or just know multiple languages. Honestly, I think I'm not saying it's a prerequisite, but I really do think you know have a great advantage if you're able to leverage that to reach out to different audiences all over the world. You know what I mean? I think that's a really cool thing. So
you don't have to say that you're graduating or whatever.
Maybe we should
really
look up her.
Of people, right?
Look at clips of her.
I think that what you can do though is you can just kind of do some fun stuff like this, like speaking in a different language on stream, right? Or maybe
that's not even really a prank,
as
though.
much as people were a little bit mad at them. I think that's not bad, right?
Who's mad at
nothing
that?
Like, too bad. But obviously graduations,
Bro,
as
people need to
says,
relax.
can get a little bit too far, right? And
I'm sure it can.
The final one as well, which I think some people thought was
I'm sure it can't get too far. Yeah.
Was Fish's bag.
Fish's
Peak
bag.
climbing, and obviously, yeah, it's a fake scheduled post for.
Well, oh. What do you guys think of that? Did Saba actually do that, or is just someone made that up, like in Photoshop? What do you guys think? I don't know. I don't know if this is real or not, but I'm sure some people would be a little bit upset about this, right? Because they would have. I don't know. I just don't take things. I just don't take things like this too seriously most of the time. Like my tolerance level for people trying to piss you off or pranks and stuff like that is pretty high. It's pretty high. My issue is once it hits that point, it's over. It's a wrap. It's game over.
Or YouTube, you can even see
normally
it
doesn't
even
get
look like the YouTube thing, really.
I haven't gotten that
terms of
angry
the
in
text
years.
And the font, right? But yeah, a lot of people have not been happy about this. Wait, what the hell is this clip? What they posted in response?
What is this?
Oh.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! That sounds adorable. Also, that sounds super arrestable. Why? Who told him to say that? What the heck?
So yeah, the Saba fans are a little bit mad at that because of course it's
What the heck? Bruh. If I was walking in the middle of a dark alley and I don't do this, but I can because I can blend in. But if I did walk into a dark alley and you could see me somehow, for the reasons I stated, and I just heard out of nowhere those two screaming, saying execution over and over again, I would probably have a panic attack. I would. And I'd probably collapse on the ground. But again, you wouldn't see it, so it wouldn't matter.
A long-running joke that Saba, well, not joke, but like a long-running thing that people have been.
Because I'm wearing all black, guys. Because I'm wearing the black hoodie and the black hat. That's why. All right, I just realized that someone is going to take that different.
Talking about is Saba and her pretty patchy schedule, but obviously we've talked about it before, and that's fine, right? She can do whatever she wants, right? But obviously, yeah, someone posting a schedule for her to go live again is obviously pretty exciting for someone because considering how little she does.
Imagine some little kid is like, oh, I get to finally see Saba. I get to see a Saba stream. Yay! Mom let me go see Saba on the stream. I always wanted to look at a Saba stream. Some kid's gonna go get on their computer. They made time out. They canceled their play date with their friends at the playground or whatever. I don't know how you guys do it. And actually, they probably even go out. I think about it nowadays. Anyways, they go wait on bended knee for a Saba stream, and then she doesn't show up, and they're like, "What happened? I hope she's okay." And then they find out it was a April Fool's joke the whole time, and they go, "No, she lied to me. Oh no! Oh, my week is ruined. I'll never believe in anything ever again." Is this how y'all acted when y'all found out Santa wasn't real? don't lie. When you found out that Santa wasn't real, how'd y'all act? And how'd y'all get over it? You know how I got over it? I still got presents. That's how I got over it.
But it's fake. It is fake. And obviously, they said, "You son of a."
Why did he spin like that, dude?
But I still suffered confirming it. Obviously, yeah.
Some of y'all took literal HP damage. Some of y'all actually lost HP from these posts, guys. I'm just starting to feel disappointed.
Well, yeah, we'll still check anyways, which I think is quite funny. Like, they'll know it's fake, and they said the way I still checked, right? They'll be like, oh, you know, it's an April Fool's joke, and then they're like, oh wait,
he's always hiding in the shadows. Be sure to run faster. Don't make me sound like a crook,
find out
guy.
that it's yeah, definitely fake. But you had a good run, Warden, but it's your time. You know, I said I knew either her live.
What the heck? Chill. What is this?
Yeah, like some people were thinking like maybe like saying like she was like making a joke saying that she was gonna go live when she wasn't or something.
People believe in Santa. My mom always told me flat out. Like what? How old were you when your mom told you Santa wasn't real? Because obviously, when you're when you're a dumb kid that believes anything anyone tells you, because they're an adult and you kind of have to listen to them. Sort of. That doesn't count. Okay. I didn't cry. Infant? I told my whole grade 5 class that Santa wasn't real. And it made... You made other kids cry when you found out that Santa wasn't real. You said, I'm not going to suffer alone. I'm going to take you with me. Is that what you really did, chat? You guys are crazy. I'm proud of you.
Quite funny, and of course there's going to be so much more that comes out today, you know, even later on, because of time zones and all that.
The truth is better than fiction,
so
guys.
Just be, you know, looking out for that kind of thing, because of course it can be an issue, you know, in some cases, especially whenever it comes to some more serious ones. But those are some more like light-hearted ones, I think, some more funnier ones that I guess, you know, some people have been enjoying in the VTubing space, and there's going to be so many more that are going to come out in the next couple of hours or so. As you know,
I'm sure
Day is pretty much
now. Like I said before earlier in the stream, in the video, I mean, I'm not a fan of pranking people in general, but if I get pranked on the internet, I don't take that seriously at all. Like literally, nothing physical happens to me. You know what I mean? That's how I approach it. You know what I mean? They're obviously doing it for the gag. It's April 1st. You should expect it, right? Like. That would be like if I post this video and like randomly in the video, like you get rickrolled. You know what I mean? I'm not even going to bother editing that. I'm just going to post this online. I should do that, but I'm lazy. See, that's not real. There's the real truth right there. I don't do April Fool's jokes because I'm lazy. Okay? You heard it here first, guys. Jambuds VO. All right? So you can trust me. You can trust me because I'm lazy.
Like, you know, obviously it's supposed to end at like 12 o'clock or something. I think that's the kind of rule. But of course, you know, it's kind of a worldwide thing, right? So of course, if you're on the internet, it pretty much happens the entire day, if not for the entire like 3 days, because a lot of stuff still has lasting effects, as well as like some people trying to find out like months later whether this was a joke or not. And yeah, obviously some people don't like it, and I do think, you know, there are some. I understand why some people don't like it, but I also...
I'm not saying you have to like it, by the way, guys. I'm not saying you have to like it, but, like, I don't feel like some type of, like, mob is in order. You know what I mean? I'm just saying.
But yeah, it seems like people have been...
Never gonna give you up, exactly.
Whenever it comes to the VTubing fans and, you know, their different favorite VTubers, right? But yeah, I mean, that is essentially all I got for this video. If you guys did enjoy it, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. Also, go to GameSups, use my code Kazza, get 10% off. Again, they've got a ton of really cool stuff over there. Definitely recommend checking it out. And
yeah, guys, follow more Kazahana, bro. This was a nice video. I didn't even know. It doesn't even come to my mind that that it was that serious. Of course, I haven't. You have to show me an example of like someone taking it too far, I guess, because you know, tourist. But still, that's just kind of how I was thinking about it. Anyway, stay safe out there, guys. Like, I mean, I'm more concerned about people doing stuff like IRL, like physically. Like that's where I draw the line. Honestly, you know, unless you're like they're close friends or buddies with somebody. But just randomly someone coming up to you and doing some type of prank, like that's not cool physically. But like just by comparison, the online random stuff oh, I'm streaming today, psych. Like, that doesn't mean anything to me. That's nothing by comparison. Can we just be honest about that? But I'm going to assume that there must have been some really crazy, over the top, over extravagant April Fool's jokes online for VTubers that I'm not aware of that was like screwed up. Like, someone pretended they were dead or something. You know what I mean? That has to be why people are saying it like this. It has to be. Let me know in the comments have you ever done an April Fool's joke on somebody before? What's the worst April Fool's joke you've seen? Okay? And give me an example of someone taking it too far online that I don't know about. In the VTuber space specifically, okay? All right. Take care of yourself, guys. Thumbs up, more Kazahana. I'll see you guys around. Take care.